Just be ready in case, okay?
Okay.
And Juggernaut, if you could share the page.
Okie dokie. That now.
We only have a few days left. We're coming in excellent quality. Okay. We're live. Okay. A good morning, a good evening, and possibly a good afternoon. And thank you for joining us once again for the Monsters of Gaming. I am that ever so sneaky Kaiju K. With me here is that rock hard lover himself, Juggernaut Jared.
What's up?
We just introduced you.
No, I didn't hear it because of the YouTube video and it's playing in the background, so I missed my thing.
Okay, I said the rock hard in his pants pillar of justice, Juggernaut Jared.
Hello.
And is that steel in his pants, or is he just happy to see me, Necro Nick?
Oh, and I might be steel, and I'm happy to see you at the same time.
And we are bringing you not one, but two top 10 lists tonight. The reason is because, unfortunately, we missed it last week. For reasons that, unfortunately, I've actually forgotten why we missed the day, so it could have been anything. Don't need to remind me.
I overslept.
Okay. I said you didn't need to remind me, but apparently somebody doesn't know that, someone's going to give the conscience. So tonight we're going to do two top 10 lists. Our first top 10 list is to cover the vehicles for Streetwise combat that we didn't lose last time. Last time we had the top 10 cars we want to drive, and now we have the top 10 non-cars we wish to drive. Of course, this also means they have to be four-wheel drive. They can be trucks, vans. I believe we were arguing about RVs.
Tanks.
And then afterwards, we're going to do the top 10 off-road vehicles, quads, trikes, and of course, on off-road motorcycles as well. So, we're going to take our short time here, and we're going to start with a big question. Juggernaut, what is your number 10 when it comes to non-cars you wish to drive?
The van from the A-Team.
That's a cheating one there, because that's one of those things where like it does things it can't normally do, but hey, it's fiction.
Yep.
I agree, it's a nice van. Plus, the theme song's catchy. Necro, what would you say is... Actually, you know what? I'll take number 10. Throw this list off a little bit here. So my number 10 is from Power Rangers Turbo, and it's the Turbo/Rescue Zord vehicles.
Very nice.
Not only are they rescue themed, so you could actually use them for things like if there was an emergency that needed a fire company or something like that, you could use that vehicle. But if some kind of horrible monster shows up, you can just transform it into a giant robot and fight it. So I mean, you gotta go with what you gotta go, you know? Necro, 10, please.
The Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo.
That was almost... I almost put that on my list. Almost put that on my list. That was my number 11.
Love nostalgia.
Apparently me, because it was like my number 11. The thing I love about it is the fact that you can smoke as much weed as you want in it and it never shows up.
True.
Yeah.
Did I say that? I mean, well, the Monsters of Gaming are not for the absorption, for the taking of any type of drugs, although weed is an herb. Anyway, Juggernaut, number 9.
The 1976 GMC Sierra K-15 Wildside from the TV show The Rockford Files.
God damn, that's a long title for a short thing. It's a nice car. Nice little van vehicle-ish thingy.
Nice pickup truck.
Not a lot of pickup in it, but it's still a pretty good vehicle. Now, as for me, there are two vehicles on my list that are not fictional. So we'll go over the first one now. The M1117 Armored Security Vehicle. This is to get your troops from point A to point B, and if you feel like it, unload a 50 caliber chain gun onto somebody's head. I know people say it's a machine gun, but I've seen it loaded. That'd be a chain. It's in a box. That chain though, that chain gun. Its job is to ruin everyone's day when it shows up, whether people get out of it or not. Plus, you can also choose different attachments if you want, like rocket launchers and things like that if you felt like it. Echo number 9.
It would be the Ford F1 Raptor from Ford Sport.
Not bad. Raptors were a bad vehicle.
I just love the design because I like how they changed it to be more modernized and faster and sleeker than the actual F1. Or F-150, sorry.
Oh, and by the way, if I see any comments saying fix and repair daily or anything like that, just remember that Ford is just a good company at times. Juggernaut, slap the 8 on me, buddy.
And you're gonna laugh at me.
I might.
The toy truck from Maximum Overdrive.
The toy truck?
Yeah. The one that had the Green Goblin face on.
Oh, okay, yeah. The big rig, Smiley himself, yeah. That's a pretty weird one. Technically, it drives itself. But it's still
according to the specifics of the list, it still counts.
Actually, the list is vehicles we want to drive in.
You can still drive it.
I don't think you can, but we'll let it go. Well, let's slide. The second one is one I am so upset with. I got to see the test model of it. We got to drive around in it. We got to feel how good it was. The M1126 Striker combat vehicle. This was like everything you would want in an armored personnel carrier. It had multiple attachments, multiple forms. You could have it where you could switch out the top rack to be a crane if you needed for security or a minesweeper or anything. It was a great vehicle. Great. Also, I'd like to sadly say that is the end of my real vehicles. Necro, 8 on 8.
Well, we're gonna finally go with a fake one for me here. I mean, technically, the Mystery Machine was a real vehicle.
Yeah, it was.
So, we're going with a fake one, and we're going with Sam Hain from Armored Core.
Technically, it is a vehicle. Technically, by the rules, it is mobilized on treads. Doesn't fly. I'll give you that one. Necro. I'll give you that. I have to give you that one. Just remember to be careful of the overheating function.
What you want to do is back yourself into a wall that no one else can go around and
just fire downfield.
You will obliterate anything in sight.
Hey, someone's coming at me! And now there's dust. Juggernaut, 7-11.
The Autocar A64B from Open Top. It was not a car.
No, not technicalities it wasn't, no. Alright, so let's get this started with a bus. So, from one of my wife's favorite movies of all time, The Night Bus from the Harry Potter series. So this bus is magical without needing magic. It can shrink itself down, flatten itself, fly over water, teleport around cars. And it comes with that little cool talking floating tiki head. So I'm cool with all of it, you know. Necro, 7th hour.
So mine is it's a real car, but we're going with the futuristic, no, not futuristic, video game style of it. We're going with an ice cream truck, but none other than
Sweet Tooth.
Ice cream truck.
It's Sweet Tooth truck.
Middle.
The only rule I have to say about that is I don't know if you could actually drive that because I'm pretty sure Sweet Tooth would just murder you. I'm sorry. He wouldn't let you drive that. That's the only rule against that one, but I'm willing to let you go with it, alright? Okay, Juggernaut. 6.
The Magic School Bus.
Oh, the Magic School Bus?
Yep.
I have the Magic School Bus on this list as well.
So do I.
We don't need to go into the details just yet, but just know that Miss Frizzle knows how to keep and manage a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's kind of creepy that Mrs. Frizzle, Nanny McPhee, and Stephen King's It are all the same species of creature. Technically, they're all the same creature type.
Yeah.
Just one feeds on joy, one feeds on discipline, and one feeds on fear. Alright. Now, for me...
I'm giving Frizzle a lot of joy.
I'd be afraid to go near that. I'd be afraid to go near that redhead. I'm just not going to lie. There's no telling what you would be turned into. Okay, for me, I have to go for a very old movie. I'm talking 1960s movie. The movie is called The Big Bus, the vehicle, The Cyclops. The Cyclops was this massive all-terrain bus that was supposed to take people from one side of the country to the other. It had swimming pools and massage parlors and ran on a nuclear engine. Might want to update it to match our stuff nowadays, seeing as it's been, 60 plus years since the movie. But I feel that would be a nice vehicle just to go around and just relax in, you know. Necro, what's your 6?
We are going in with a classic fighter called the M1 Abram.
Not bad, not bad. M1 Abram is a grand vehicle. As far as tanks go, it does get good miles to the gallon, but
it's a tank.
It's a tank. So, yeah, if it gets double figures, it's a miracle day. Just throwing that out there. Juggy.
From a little video game series called Halo, the Warthog.
Ooh, the Warthog. And just to be honest, the Warthog could be on either list, by the way.
Yeah.
But the Warthog's a great vehicle. I just wish I knew what it was made of, because it don't matter how many times that thing gets crushed, hit, blocked, fired, or launched across the building, you can always just go and pick it back up. Every damn time! Even when it explodes, the body metal is still there. Everything is still black. Like soot grows on it, then it just disappears. Ugh. Well, I promised that I would be bringing tanks. So, from the Thundercats TV show, the Thunder Tank.
Nice.
I mean, it has sonic attacks, the ability to climb and dig through mountains. I don't know why it has both features and has used both features in back-to-back episodes to get over a mountain and to get through a mountain. It can go through the water. It has grappling hooks. I don't really see much wrong with it.
Yeah.
Necro 5.
So we're going with a back from the blast and a newer one all in one. So I thoroughly enjoyed the older style Broncos from back in the day, but the newer style is not bad by any means. The only thing that I question about them is why they changed it to a 3-cylinder.
3-cylinder?
Yeah, it's a 3-cylinder.
The fuck?
Uh-huh.
Oh, ow. Ow.
But I have gone to drive one, and it does feel quite smooth. So I just question why we went from 4 to 6, as the normal ones that were out there, to a 3.
My dad had one of the rare V8 models.
Okay.
I'm still like, but they started out as V4s and V6s. Why is it now a V3? What have we lost? Yeah, just out of your top 3 list, what is your number 4?
The Course Regalia. From Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, I never actually had a chance to play that game.
Neither have I.
It is a vehicle that is loaded to the nines with comfort, but it is also a monster truck. It is one of those vehicles that
Mine is
It was kind of boring.
My next one is kind of a weird tie because I forgot one of the main rules, so I thought I would ask once we were done, so I could hang on. So I could pick which one. I clicked it by accident. So these have to be vehicles, right?
Yeah.
So they can't be a walker or anything, right?
Mainly driven on a road.
Then I choose the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Carrier Zord, the Titanus.
Ooh.
Talk about a weapon strapped to the line. It can carry any of the Megazords, which I thought was funny. It's actually designed to carry any of the Zords, including the Rescue Zords and everything. They all commit with it. So you get the big brassy cannons, the fireball launchers, the massive driving capabilities, and a place for me to put the Rescue Zords.
Very nice. Very nice.
Necro. Right outside of the top three.
So I was always a fan of the Trailblazer when it came out by Chevy.
Okay.
So I would like to add that to my list.
Okay. I'm more of a Chevy Toho person, but
Yeah, I thought the Tohos were just way too big.
yeah,
I think the Blazer offered the comfortability for the bigger people, and it with a smaller and a little bit more gas efficient.
when you get as big as me, though, you got to have the big vehicles. You know?
Well, trust me, I mean, my dad fit in one of those comfortably. Like he says, I dropped this over the Tahoe. At least I'm getting more than fucking 2 miles to gallon.
Yeah, you got a point. All right, guys, into the big three for our first list, mind you, just first. So, Juggernaut, what is your bronze medal non-cut? Yes.
I throw in a dishonorable mention before we hit the top.
As long as it ain't the Toho, I'm fine with it.
It's not the Toho.
Okay.
It is any of the pickups that have what I like to call them is my dick is way too small, extra set of fucking tires on it. Instead of having 4 tires, we're gonna have 6 and make me drive like an asshole car.
Are you talking about those trucks that are ultra lifted? The ones that look like monster truck tires?
No.
Well, I don't mind that, but I just hate anyone that has the extra set on the back. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so what is your...
I ran into so many drivers that are complete assholes with them.
And the thing is, it takes up 1.5 parking spots, too.
They take 1.5 lanes.
Yeah.
So, now that we've done our complaints, Juggernaut, what is your bronze medal vehicle?
The H1 Hummer.
Not bad, not bad.
Very nice, very nice.
As a military individual, I have to say I hate you, but that's
It's
fine.
like, what, 5 gallons, 5 miles per gallon?
I think so.
That thing ate up through diesel fuel like it was candy.
And question, Kyle, wasn't the H1 supposed to be like the civilian first version of a...
I can still say I hate them taking a military vehicle and making a civilian model and screwing it up.
Right. Okay, that's what I thought.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. I hate you. Just kidding. For my number 3, it actually came from, sadly, one of the video game series that Necro hasn't done yet.
Yeah?
From the video game Arkham Knight, the Batmobile tank mode. It has everything. It's got a lockup section, gas dispersal units, grenade launcher, missile launcher, smoke screen, machine gun, thunder cannon, etc. It's all kinds of stuff. And a grappling hook. And technically it has the roller inside of it, the motorcycle version. Mm-hmm. Just in case he never uses it though, but it's in there, so.
Yeah.
Okay, Necro.
Question before I actually make this the official 3. Kyle, I
Yes.
believe we've had the conversation where you said there was a sound-based tank that was in production, and I don't know if it ever got finished.
It never got finally done, but it was out there.
Okay, well that's the one I would like to put as my number 3. I just had to clarify if it was ever out there.
No problem. I believe, don't quote me on this one, but I believe they were called the M16 Echoes, or the M116 Echoes. Basically, they were a Jeep / Striker like vehicle that had a big sound wave cannon on it, and if they aimed it at targets and they fired it, you were down. Oh, it wouldn't kill you, no, but it made you wish you were dead. Fun fact, even if you're deaf, the cannon could still affect you because it actually would shake your body to the same frequency.
Right.
We found that out too. So, I can't hear anything.
Who's the poor deaf person that you tested on?
First of all, it was a veteran, and second of all, he suggested to be fired upon. And third of all, he no longer wanted to suggest being fired upon. I love those Marines. I love Marines. I do. I love dealing with Marines. My wife's a Marine, but my goodness, sometimes they do things that is either they are the bravest motherfuckers on the planet, or they are the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. There is no middle ground with these guys. It's either I'm going to sit at home or I'm going to send it. That's it. Those are the only 2 categories of Marines I've ever met.
I hate to, pick on a crippled person, but he must have been extra special with the crayons.
It's like, so the story goes that he was on base and, sign language and everything like that. And his one buddy was telling him about how they were going to go test it, and they wanted to see what it worked on a deaf guy, but they wouldn't find any civilians to do it. He goes, I'll do it, but they'll pay me for it. And they did. They gave him the money and everything. It's like, all right, I'll stand in front of it, and when I hold up my hand, turn it off. And they turned the dish on him, and they pushed the button, and within 2 seconds, he held his hand up and hit the ground throwing up.
Oh.
So it still affected him. So even if you're deaf, it wasn't a weapon you could be free of. Juggernaut. Number 2, Silver.
The Bradley fighting vehicle.
Not bad, not bad. It's since been replaced, but it is still a wonderful model. It takes so many rounds.
Well, the Bradley fighting vehicle able to carry his 3-man crew with the ability to carry other soldiers into battle.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm like, to be able to go and have one of those, even if it's not to drive it.
When they replaced it with the Striker, which was on my list as you saw that. Basically, the Striker was like it lost like a third of the armor weight to make it more maneuverable, but it couldn't take nearly the round size or the friggin' explosion size that the Bradley could. Oh, sure, I can carry 8 people in with no problem, but I cannot take direct hits like it could. No.
Yeah.
So my number 2. Now, y'all might be too young for this. So if you too young, I'm sorry. It comes from an old anime known as Speed Racer. It's the Mark 5. No, I'm just kidding. I used the Mark 5. This is actually the Mammoth car. The Mammoth car was an enemy vehicle that could wrap around. It should basically drive itself around, open fire with machine guns, heavy-duty armor, but inside it had room for gambling and theaters and sleep quarters and everything like that. Basically, it was designed to hold gold that they melted in between the plating of it, so it weighed it down. So I would use the Mammoth car, but I would definitely update that sucker, and I wouldn't need gold. No gold. Gold's too soft. Like, one of the things that always upsets me is in video games, like, oh, you found the gold sword, or you found gold armor. Yay, it's absolutely useless.
Yep.
Yeah, the gold armor looks pretty, but a freaking small smithing hammer can punch a hole right through it.
But it's never like that in video games.
No, it's always one of the stronger ones. Yeah, look at me, manly. Target. Necro, what is your number 2? What's silver to you?
Mine is a combination, so it actually combines Kyle's number 2 with another game, or another series. So I went with all the SUVs from Speed Racer and Wacky Racers as a collection for my number 2. Yes, Cal?
I hate to bring it to you, but there were no SUVs.
Well, I meant like, bigger size vehicles
Okay.
than a car.
Okay.
That's why I consider SUV.
Okay, because trust me when I say this, that the Mammoth car was not an SUV. It's funny, it was called the Mammoth car, but it used a nuclear engine and was a truck.
Yeah.
Figure this one out for me because I got no clue. Anyway, Juggernauts. We've gone through the list of our first list. So now for the last part of the list. What is gold in your eyes?
I have a feeling me and Kyle's number 1 are the same.
Yes.
This is what we call stripes.
Razzle dazzle!
And there's an ATV. An RV.
Oh, no,
It was in that movie.
Remember, it was classified as an SUV.
It was an RV that was in that movie. That could have everything anyone traveling through a war zone could have. Plus comfort.
Yeah. Basically, it's what would happen if you took an RV and the Striker series and put them all together into one vehicle.
That is my number 1.
Well, you know what? I'll let you have that number 1. But I have a feeling that since me and Necro are both sitting here, we both said that this was on our list. The number 1 of the list is the Magic School Bus.
The school bus!
My reason is the same as everyone else's, but let's just go for it. The Magic School Bus was magic. It could do anything. It could be anything. It could transform you into anything. The only key...
As long as some part of it existed in that world.
Oh, yeah.
You become it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or even if it wasn't technically, because at one time it was the Enterprise. I don't know how. But at one point it became the Enterprise. Don't ask me why. I'm not talking about the newer series. I'm still talking about the Miss Frizzle days. I think the only caveat was Miss Frizzle had to know about it or know about where it was at any time.
And the thing is, she was a walkie-talkie encyclopedia.
Well, she was a witch or...
I swear she was a witch and time traveler.
She could have just been Doctor Who number 001 or something like that. We don't know that.
Doctor Who's wife?
Wives, but yeah. So, folks, we just have one left. No, we don't, because that's the list. Now, that being said, however...
Now we're on the next list.
We're on the next list.
Sorry.
And I swear to you, if there is not at least one Harley Davidson on your lists, I will be most upset. As motorcycles were one of the chosen choices.
Oh, there definitely is at least one, if not several.
Now, unfortunately, seeing as Juggernaut went first last time, I get to go first this time. Sad face kaiju. So we're going to start off with a very unusual one. I'm actually going into science fiction here. The game is called Command & Conquer Generals, but it's through a mod. For the militia. I give you the militia tank. Why?
Well, that's the poison one?
No, the militia tanks were a fast-moving, fast-building vehicle, and they had a little wagon behind them, and you could even attach one that gave them a machine gun that had sniper-like range and the ability to just basically blow apart any airborne target or weapon system, including missiles, nuclear bombs, etc. Don't ask me how the modder thought this would work, but that's my number 10. Necro, what's your number 10?
So mine is realistic here. It is a quad that unfortunately got discontinued before I was, well, not old enough to drive one, but I never had a friend that had one. And it was called the Quadzilla.
I have heard of the Quadzilla.
but back in its day, it took several people's lives for how fast and everything had
For how big it was, no one
power.
expected. Yeah, no one expected it to be as fast as it was for its size. But yeah,
And it did take people's lives, so that's why they actually did discontinue it. But what's funnier is nowadays you have lighter weight ones that go faster than that, and yet I don't know how they don't die on those.
it's because they don't have the same pick up and go that it had.
Right.
That's my thought.
But yes, the quad still is my number 10. I would love to drive it in its prime.
Nice. Shut You're number 10.
I'm gonna go and this is kind of going out of left field here.
We don't have left field here. Wrong game.
So, yeah. If it's not allowed, let me know.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the moon buggy from Diamonds Are Forever. It was an ATV.
Technically, it is a legal vehicle.
Yeah.
That is a legal one.
Right.
So yes, you can have that one. Yeah, just give you that one. Okay, she'll be with you in a second. Sorry. My number 9 is actually one of the few real vehicles I will have on this list, so just bring it out here. It was a quad unfortunately, it's the only quad I ever owned and or was driven on. So it was a Kawasaki Typhoon.
I disagree with your thinking. You drove my grandfather's quad.
Well, yes, but that's the only one I can remember. I mean, I rode on your brother's too and ended up with myself in a tree trying to catch a dragon. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, wrong conversation. Shouldn't be having this conversation.
This is a conversation for off the channel.
I'm a perfectly regular person and I never did any kind of hyperbolic drug or anything that messed with my mind. Necro, what's your number?
Well, continue on with yours. You want to tell a story about it?
Oh, yeah. So the Kawasaki 400, we found on what was originally one of our favorite days of the year called Garbage Day. Now, you guys have heard of it, but in Hazleton, people would just throw out, I'm talking like garages full of stuff, just toss it, got my first computer off that, multiple bicycles, okay, etc., etc., etc. One day I was going by, I found this pretty lightweight model, little 400. I decided I'm just going to try it out. So I grabbed the helmet off the pile, hit up, the person kept gassing it, and I was able to ride that sucker home. Man, I went through it was like Juggernaut's one car, the one that we call the tank.
Yeah.
I put that thing through. It should not have run after I was done with it, but it kept going. Yeah. So what's your number 9? Or sorry, number 9.
We're going to go with another quad here. It was one that I never got to drive, and I wish I did in its prime again. I mean, I know I think they're still coming out with models for it,
Okay.
but it was the Raptor.
I think they're still making models of that?
I think they are.
Quotation mark in the air? Anyway. Juggernaut, you just missed a hilarious incident about me stealing stuff on trash day.
Alright, when nature calls, nature calls.
Dude, fully understand, dude. Don't want to hold that crap in. Yeah. So,
Number 8 for Juggernaut?
yeah, number 8.
No,
sorry.
number 9.
9.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
You started off last list, I thought we were on the same rotation for some reason.
No, it's okay.
Number 9 for me
Yes.
Yeah.
would be from a made-for-TV movie about Captain America, the motorcycle, the Captain America Harley Davidson, driven by Red Brown, from the Captain America made-for-TV movie.
Cool.
His shield became the windshield.
Yeah.
Nice. So next up for me is another one of those fun little vehicles from a video game many people might know as Mass Effect. I give you the M35 Mako. It was a 6-wheeled vehicle that could drive basically anywhere, including in space, had cannons and machine guns, and could hold quite a bunch of people inside of it. And it was built for off-road. Off-road!
Very nice, very nice.
Plus, it could survive planet fall for some strange reason. They never really explained that one, but it could survive planet fall, so Necro!
Throughout most of the Mad Max series vehicles. Is, let's say, sex. They weren't driving on roads in there.
No, not particularly.
So they all had to be off-road capable of any sense. Full of whatever the fuck kind of weapons you can put on them. And armor that you can put on them.
Sorry. Touche and touche. Excuse me.
Juggernaut, number 8.
Yeah, sorry, I got a bad burp for some reason.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Marlon Brando's Triumph Thunderbird from The Wild One. An old movie that was done so well.
Yeah.
And that motorcycle, Harley Davidson, the Indian.
I'll give you the Indian. It wasn't a bad bike.
It was the original Harley, though. So, I mean...
Well, technically it wasn't the original Harley. It was the original Harley that was mass-produced.
Okay.
I'll give you that. I have to fight with that one. I have to. Oh boy. So what? That's my numero 8.
No, you'd be on 7.
Yep.
7.
You
Suck.
started the list.
I lost track of time and range. So mine actually comes from another mod. From Generals, from the British Forces mod. The Bulldog. The Bulldog is an armored tank with a cannon, but has the ability to self-burrow itself into its own little bunker system and fire artillery shells. So, nice fun way of dealing with everything. As you can tell, I have a lot of military vehicles on mine for reasons. They are designed for off-road, after all.
This is true.
Juggernaut.
Nope.
Necro. That was already a mistake. Except Jug. Jug hasn't made a mistake yet. Lucky Jug.
So, I would like to go as a generalization because they're not my favorite, but if I was capable of driving one, I think I would like to. Mind you guys, I have tried to drive 2-wheel vehicles and I was not successful in any of my attempts. But I would like to drive one of those crotch rockets that are extremely fast.
Well, that just opens up the board for what you're talking about. There's quite a bit of them.
As I said, I'm just making it as a generalization. You know, just any kind of crotch rocket. I mean, the ninjas are the most common, but they're also, like, I think the slowest crotch rocket, but still they do over 200 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Top speed.
Yeah.
I think the fastest is, I think it starts with a V, like it's the Santa or something like that. I don't remember. But I'm just throwing out there, any crotch rocket, you know, it would just be kind of cool to feel that wind going at me, all that fastness. Yeah. But as my dad once said, if you weren't good on a grass dirt bike, there's no reason why you should step on a fucking one that's on asphalt, because grass is more forgiving than asphalt.
Yes, it definitely is.
So just keep that in mind, guys, whoever watches this or whatnot. If you're not good on one that's on the grass, don't try one that's on asphalt.
Mm-hmm.
You're all gonna hurt yourself really bad.
Basically, yeah.
So, T-Box safety tip for everyone.
Avoid things that are going to kill you.
Unless you're DJ.
Then embrace them. I guess.
But Juggernaut, I think number 7, right?
Yep. From the Matrix Reloaded, Trinity's motorcycles getting caught in 996.
That was actually, I think, what I was thinking of for the past one. My bad. Thank you, Juggernaut. You kind of cleared that up.
No, my next one might be a little different because technically it's designed for off-road. Use those terms carefully when you hear this stuff. I am talking about the LCAW service vehicle itself, the SLEP. Also known as the military's version of hovercrafts for tanks. Not only is it designed to haul several military vehicles, but they can also fire from within if they felt like it. There are positions for people on the outskirts, people from the rooftop, and even the vehicles with the proper type of firearms could fire at them. Also, they can go several hundred miles on a full tank. However, they didn't do much wear and tear to the tires. No, nobody? Yeah, thank you. Alrighty, Necro, give me your next one, buddy.
So we'll go with one of the classics. Its name is called Bigfoot, and it is a monster truck.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
I mean, pretty much all monster trucks are made for off-roading. That's kind of their gig. They're made to go over big jumps, do some acrobatic things that big fucking vehicles don't be able to do, and either crash or land them successfully.
What are we on, by the way? I forgot.
I believe we're on number 6 at the moment, which is Juggernaut.
Give us
5.
Okay, that's what I thought, so. I was just looking at the list. I don't have them numbered on my second list, so. I couldn't count them. Yes, mister, I'm going to smile and laugh like a monster.
The light cycle from Tron.
I see that as a pro and a con. Light cycling Tron, not very well known for brakes.
But it still fits.
And he could do some heavy damage to people.
Uh-huh.
True.
Just remember, avoid your own legs because they're going to cut you in half as well.
Pretty much.
Now, my next two go out to our good old buddy, Naked Man himself. Because they happen to come from a series that he is deathly knowledgeable about.
40K.
So for my first, because there's two of them in a row, first 40K vehicle, it is the Stormhammer assault tank that is used by the guardsmen? Yeah, the guardsmen. This is a big tank. It's definitely bigger than a Bradley tank. Bigger than an Overlord tank. Twin cannons, separate turrets, sensor modules, thick armor. 20 different types of weapons could be loaded onto this thing at the same time. So basically, this is go around and find out in 20 times. I'm sure if K-Man was here, though, he'd go for this big bender that the how can you pick the Stormhammer? The Hellhammer is much stronger, or something like that. I had to write that down so I knew what it was.
Right.
Juggernaut.
Nope, Necro.
Wait, let me finish. Juggernaut. How do you think you would drive a vehicle with 20 different weapon systems on it?
Chaos.
Here's the funny thing. Every single time I have seen this vehicle's picture, it is always some nutcase with a sword with the saying, "Drive me closer so I can hit him with my sword." I don't know what that means.
It would be complete chaos.
But apparently, chaos, yes, because you drop from the roof mount or something. Necro, you go. I'd ask Necro, but I know how Necro would drive one of those things unsecurely, unsafely, and make sure to do as much damage as possible.
Yes.
There's a cat there. I'm running it over.
Put it on the endangered species list.
I agree. Anyway, so I'm going with the tank from Halo.
Okay, not bad. You're talking about Shiva!
Yes.
The Scorpion tank. Yeah.
Yes.
If you guys know what that is, I can't even help you guys. Look up Red vs. Blue and look up their Halo series. It's funny stuff.
If you haven't watched Red vs. Blue, first off, you should be assassinated. Second off, where the fuck did your childhood go? And third off, you're probably better off.
Necro, we have to remember that some of the people that watch this are younger than when it started.
I do not regret my words here.
Okay. Go, Juggy, go. What's up, buddy? Give us your number 4.
Now, again, this is taking the off-road a little too literal. The light speeder bike.
Isn't it the same thing?
Star Wars.
Oh, the light speeder bike. Okay. I thought you were talking about the light speeder bike. I'm like, you just mentioned that.
Nope. The speeder bikes. Being able to go through the forest on, where the Ewoks are.
Mm-hmm. Not bad. Very fast. I'd be afraid to be on it, to be honest with you. With how fast it goes, I'd be afraid to be on that thing. And there ain't nothing.
There's also another one on the list that are not wheeled.
That's fine. The rules set for off-road.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing as the speeder bikes did require hovering, they're not considered an aircraft. So technically that fits into the list.
I mean, you also had a hovercraft as well. So.
Right. Well, I chose the ultimate off-road vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And one that could load a couple tanks into it while it's driving. Now, if K-Mad happens to see this part of the episode and realizes I screwed this up, I am terribly sorry. I do not wish to insult the fans of 40K, because you guys are some weird monsters. You guys are terrifying creatures. The Legion Land Raider Phobos from 40K. So the reason why I chose this over the Baneblade is technically the Baneblade would just scare the shit out of me. It's basically a city block of weaponry. Like, no,
Sounds like fun.
It's the one thing that could look down upon the Sam Hain model and be like, pussy. Just size-wise, this thing would dwarf it. It just... So, it has bolter launchers, heavy bolters, heavy flamers, missile launchers, and it holds people inside and transfers them from point A to point B. Another armored personnel carrier on my list. But just between you and me, I really hate everyone who uses it. Oh, I hate the Estradi, I hate the frickin' the Guardsmen, I hate them all, but I like the vehicles, so it wins. Okay, so, sadly, and I use that term with the least amount of actually meaning it, we are now in the top 3. After Necro. So, Necro, what is your final contender stopping the top 3?
So, I would like to go with the Doom Buggy from Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Okay.
The way he was able to deck that out to be able to fire it upon anything, machine gun, some good engineering.
Okay.
Just a simple one.
And Juggernaut, what is the final door on the lock to reach the top 3?
The AT-AT.
You know, I'll give it to him even though it isn't technically a vehicle.
It does carry people.
It's considered a mech. It's considered a walker, but still, I'll give you it.
But it's considered off-road as well.
Yes, but it's not an off-road vehicle, it's an off-road walker. But still, we'll give it to you.
Alright.
Now, the AT-ATs were scary if you want to look at their actual technology. They're able to withstand quite a bit of firepower and keep moving. Not to mention they actually house quite a few people inside the actual weapon itself.
Yeah.
Quad turbine cannons, nearly indestructible if you don't have a lightsaber or grappling hook or the ability to top their legs, which still doesn't make any sense to me, that these really thin cables could wrap around their legs so many times and these things couldn't just split the cables. Like, it doesn't make sense to me from a physics point of view, but galaxy far, far away.
Oh, well.
I just want to laugh here for a quick moment. During out of your whole list, you had like 2 questions that you weren't sure, and then this one that you were completely sure about, but it was the only questionable one.
Yeah.
Now,
Just had to point out how funny there.
Yeah.
fun fact is my top 3 are all motorcycles. And at least one of them has to be a Harley Davidson by the rules I gave earlier. So,
You want to say at least 2 out of the 3 are motorcycles.
no, they're all motorcycles.
I said mine.
Yeah. Oh, yours, sorry. So, I'm going to go with a very strange choice here. It is a motorcycle. It's known as the Cavalier from Devil May Cry 5. So it's a bladed demon motorcycle that can be split into 2 and turned into grinders.
Well, ironically, we share a number 3, so congrats.
God damn it. It was such a cool idea. And when it comes after Dante and Dante just turns around with a fake gun. Fake gun, gotcha. It was beautiful. So, Juggy, seeing as I've somehow stolen Necro's number 3, what is your number 3?
The Bat Pod.
The Bat Pod. I almost put that on the list, too. Quad-barreled machine guns. Fast-moving. I believe it was also a self-riding vehicle.
But it was also a motorcycle.
And it was a motorcycle, too. Well, what I meant by self-riding is if it crashed into something, it would move itself out of the way so it could keep driving.
Mm-hmm.
So that would technically be off-road and on-road at the same time.
Yeah.
No.
I gave.
We have a Gabe.
Oh, no, we have a Gabe? Hello, Gabe.
I gave.
Again.
We're doing well, and happy Turkey Day ahead of time.
Yes, happy Turkey Day.
It's not even Turkey Day, but okay.
We said ahead of time.
Happy Turkey Day Eve.
It's not even close enough.
Yes, it is.
It is the evening of the night before Turkey Day.
Even though we don't celebrate Eve close enough, we just do the prepping today.
Oh, I've already cooked 3 turkeys this year. I can be ready to cook a 4th.
No, you need 5 turkey.
Just to speak of it, I also have another turkey in the refrigerator for later.
Hey, Gabe. If you ever meet a guy named Basil, ask him about his friend who befriended her.
No! Stop! Don't! You're an evil man, Juggernaut. That is an evil thing to say, good sir.
Oh, let me guess. The oil splattered up and it caused a huge grease fire.
Oh no! Just if you ever talk to him, just ask him about
The same story every time with the same. Hang on, don't rush me. I'm telling the story. Juggernaut, what's your number 3?
I already said my number 3.
Did you? Oh yeah, that's right.
Number 2.
So my number 2.
Look out.
My number 2 comes from Final Fantasy. Advent Children. That's the Fenrir. It's self-riding. I believe its acceleration and brakes are done by foot pedals instead of hands. And for some strange reason, it just comes equipped with the ability to load up to 7 sharp-bladed objects in it. Mind you, those wouldn't be 7 sharp-bladed objects with me, they'd be 7 high-powered firearms. But still, I'm just, It's fast moving. It's got gyroscopes that will never fall over. I like it. Necro, what's your number 2?
I already added one of these to my list earlier, but this is by far my favorite one. And it is Gravedigger, the monster truck.
Okay, fine. Fine.
Are you guys talking about monster trucks?
We're finishing the top 10 list.
Vehicles, motorcycles, and whatnot.
Oh, great. I have no idea what you guys are talking about, so continue on.
Alright then.
Shut up, Gabe.
Never! Juggernaut, what is your number 2?
I believe it is called the Harley Davidson Fat Boy from T2.
Nice, nice. So, now we're on our gold medals. I haven't mentioned Harley Davidson yet, so you already know that my number 1 is a Harley Davidson. Mine is the 1994 Harley Davidson Road King. The ultimate, and I'll fight people for this one, the ultimate lazy back rider. All the extra room, all the extra settings, same good gas mileage, and of course, Harley Davidson approved. What is it?
My packages are in the back.
Oh!
Ones, they're empty. No, they are. I emptied them last night, so that's how I know. That one that's down there, that you can see some kind of art, actually could be opened after this video. That's the avatar box.
Nice, nice.
So, we can do a little unboxing after.
That's
I
fun.
haven't opened any of that.
That's fine.
Sorry for derailing the conversation.
But, now I'm not quite sure of the year, because I kind of forgot to ask my father. But it is his first bike, which I know is a Harley Davidson. I want to believe it's in its 80, one of the 80 models.
Huh?
And I know it was a dresser. I believe it was a police dresser that was stripped down. He did himself.
Okay. Well, custom Harley is still a Harley.
But it was my dad's first bike. I want to say it was before 84 because I know the story of my dad arriving to the hospital to when my mom was giving birth to my brother in 1984, and he had it then, so it has been 84 or lower.
Okay. No, Juggernaut, we just need your silver medal or your gold medal, and we're done. So what's your gold medal?
I started the list off with a James Bond vehicle, the Moon Buggy. I'm going to end the list with a James Bond vehicle called the Honda Montesicola that was used in Quantum of Solace.
Okay. Not bad at all. Now, folks, now that we've all been waiting for, those are both of our top 10 lists. We're all caught up now. Next week will be our top 10 aircrafts. But a surprise for the Necro and the Juggernaut. I did only one list tonight. That other list about the motorcycles and everything, I threw that all together while we were talking. So, folks, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow is, of course, Turkey Day, which we will not be on for. And depending on how much comatose I am from Turkey, I might not be there Friday. We'll find out then. But until next time, folks, I am, of course, Kaiju KA.
I'm Necro Nick.
I'm Juggernaut Jared. Donate some links in the side chat.
He's Gabe, and we'll see you guys in the future. Peace out, everybody, and gears.
You should suck at